morning. The red dog is starting to drift in the driveway. Dryer ran all night. I don't know how much Phil stuck around, but he kept an eye on things. So everything seems to be running good. I'm gonna go up and check the level in the wet bin, see how much wet corn we still got around. You can see the steam rolling out of the top of the dryer this morning. Well, the wet bin is down 7 rings from the top. That bin has 11 rings, which means there's 4 with corn in it yet. However, the cone, that dry corn that we put in way back when we were starting the dryer up, is about 2 rings high. So really we've got about 2 rings worth of corn in that bin, which isn't all that much. So that's good. That means we should be able to get started shelling here relatively early this morning. Okay, first thing I'm going to do now is take this truck down and go and load that grain cart that I filled up last night. Since our one truck is in the shop, we have to use our old International, which is our kind of our third semi. I was trying really hard to convince them that we don't need this truck and we should only have 2. And then this happens and now we're actually using it. I still bet we put less than 1,000 miles on this truck in a year, which seems hard to justify that, owning it for that. But it is nice to have right now, I will say that. Okay, things are moving pretty quick this morning here. I got that grain cart unloaded, truck back, Phil's unloading that. Had Dad bring me back down to the field here, and we're gonna finish. This is where we were working last night. You can see I just got a few acres, real short rows here. I'm gonna finish that, and then over there across the road, there's about 35 acres, so we're gonna do here this morning. Then we kind of got some decisions to make. The sun has come out. It might be a really good day to go do beans. But if the weather looks good for the rest of the week, maybe we'll just finish the corn and then do the beans when we're done. I don't know. We'll make that decision later today and see what's going to happen. So yeah, it is 8:45 and we're shelling corn already. That's awesome. We should have a big day again. Well, I've done my good deed for the day. The neighbor that lives in this house over here came out with his son, was standing there watching me combine, so I gave him a ride. There appears to be something blocking my path. That's a problem. So it's about 10:30 this morning. We're getting stuff done, but I'm dragging a little bit. I just realized that I didn't get my morning Dr. Pepper. I have run out. This is a problem. Ugh. Waiting on the grain cart. You guys, I'm feeling like a proud big brother today. My sister Anna has started her own vlog, following in her brother's footsteps. Seriously though, she is actually a Michigan FFA state officer this year. And they, last week, were down in Indianapolis for the National FFA Convention. She's putting together some really cool video clips kind of showing what her and her teammates did throughout the week. You should definitely go check out her Facebook page. There will be a link in the description below. I will make sure that you can get there. Go check it out, watch them, they're awesome. Like her page, subscribe. She's awesome too. I have found the really good corn. And I found some more of that really bad corn. It's a whole 30 bushel. Look at that. Alright, got this 35 acres done. Back to the farm for some more fuel. Look at that, perfect timing. Just pulled up to the fuel tank. Okay, the combine is fueled up. Phil is just finishing up emptying that last truck. They called and told us that our truck is done, the one they came and got yesterday. Apparently it was that EGR valve, so they've replaced that, and I guess everything's good, so we're gonna go get it. I'm gonna take Phil to get it, grab something to eat. Today is election day, so I'm gonna stop in and vote real quick, and then go check the field where we've got soybeans. I think we're gonna switch to beans this afternoon. Sounds like the plan, so I'm gonna just check them, make sure that I think they'll go. We're probably gonna have to dry them, but is what it is. So our propane tank out there, don't think I've shown you that yet, but we have a 18,000 gallon propane tank out there that supplies our dryers. This morning it was at 22%. Yesterday morning it was at 32%, so we use 10% in a day. They're coming tomorrow about noon with a transport load, but we are going to cut it a little bit close, I think. So hopefully we can keep everything moving, and let's get these beans done. Field of beans we got to run yet. Pretty soft. Almost a little better. They're not going to be dry. We're going to be dry, but I think we can combine them. I think we're to that point where it's November 5th. We just got to combine the beans when you can get sunny days to get out there and get them. So I'm hoping that, well, I guess what I'm planning is we'll go today, and then we should be able to finish the beans up here at Waldron tomorrow. So that's the plan. Corn heads off. Dad is taking a grain cart down to the field where we're going to run beans. And I'm going to jump out and talk to Phil real quick, but we're going to head down there and get going. Look at that head. It's just so big. Combine is so much quieter running beans than it is with corn. Almost makes you think there's something wrong. Like, why isn't it running? Of course, it's just the opposite when I start shelling corn. Oh, why is it so loud? There's something wrong here. But it's just the different grains running through the combine, I guess. Check it out. I voted today. I did my job. We will see if I was right later tonight, although I don't really care later tonight because there's a Michigan State basketball game on, and it's kind of a big one. Yeah. We will see how this combine and beans goes. I may have to watch it from the combine. But so far so good. It says they are 15%. It's not terrible. Probably still dry them, but we'll see. They should dry throughout the day. If we could get 100 acres done today, I would be so thrilled it's not even funny. So we'll be able to finish easy tomorrow if that's the case. Phil's going to let that dryer keep moving on the corn here, and he had to run a load of soybeans to town from the ones that we had dried from the last time we were combining, and then he'll bring the truck down here, but I can combine for a while before I'll need that. So we're good to go here. So I know we don't push this combine very hard when we're doing corn because we just run an 8-row head. But every time I get in it back into beans, I am reminded what an absolute monster it is. 40-foot Draper head, and I'm running 5 to 5.5 miles an hour combining beans. It's just incredible what this combine will do. Does that Draper belt look muddy to you guys? Maybe we should give it a bath. Or, yeah, okay. Wasn't the goal. The goal was to stay above it. Oh well. Have I ever mentioned how much electric poles suck? Thanks for that, consumers. Appreciate it. It's not like there's, you know, a road right over there you could have put that pole next to. Move along. Nothing to see here. It's just a little water. We're fine. It's no big deal. Floating right over top of it. It's all good. Didn't you know John Deere combines double as boats? Does now anyway. So I got this next field here opened up, and things are running pretty well. It is starting to get dark at 5:30, which is unfortunate, but that's what time changes will do to you, and the fact that it's November. What are you going to do? Hopefully the dew doesn't really set in, which we didn't have any last night, and it is fairly windy, so I hope we can combine for a while after dark tonight. We'll see. There's 60 acres or so left in this field. It'll take me a little over 3 hours to do it, so I think probably around 9 o'clock I can get this one done. That would leave us then tomorrow with about a 60-acre piece and another 8 acres, and then we are done with beans here. We still have another 280-ish acres down to Berkey, but the plan is to be done up here with everything and then head down there. So making progress, things are going well, and yeah, keep running as late as we can. Oh, I had to go out, unload a grain cart. It's cold out there. If we're gonna get stuck, this is the spot. This is the spot where we get stuck about once every other year, somewhere in there. Last spring we got stuck here. Seemed to be floating right through it today. Must not be that wet. That's good. It's about 8 o'clock now. Still rolling. Wind is blowing, keeping the dust away, which means it's keeping the dew away. We're down to 25 acres in this field. A little over an hour and 15 minutes probably. We'll be done here. I somehow doubt we'll go anywhere else tonight, which is okay. We're making really good progress. Yeah, getting down towards the end here. For those of you that are farmers, while you're sitting in your combine, it's a pretty good time to catch up on some YouTube videos, you know, like mine. Okay, just finished this field. That's about 90 acres of beans today on top of the 40 acres of corn that we already did. That is a really good day for today. We're down to, call it 70 acres of soybeans to run. Pretty easy day tomorrow, at least to get that done. Hopefully we can switch over and back to corn and get some more corn out of the field. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can't get this all in the grain cart, although it's pretty full already. So I don't know if it'll fit or not, but I'm gonna leave this stuff here in the field tonight, and we will head back to the farm, see what's going on there, and probably call it a night. I'll make it home in time to watch my Spartans play their first basketball game of the year. And I just found out Ohio State is #1 in the college football playoff rankings, so that's awesome. And if you're wondering why I'm cheering for Michigan State and Ohio State, we'll get into that some other time. That is as full as the grain cart gets. Okay, we are running both dryers. I don't know if you can see the steam pouring out of both of them there or not, but drying corn and beans at the same time, that's a pretty rare occurrence. Sounds like there's some corn left, but not a ton. Definitely not enough to run it overnight, so we're not going to do that. Everything's running good. You know, the corn was just wet, so it dries slow. The beans really aren't that wet. Some of them were in the 15.5, down to 14.6, 14.7, so they don't take too long to dry. I think Phil's waiting for the batch of beans to get done, and then he'll shut that off for the night and go home. Take a look at stuff out here. Yeah, 10.5%, getting close. They're bringing a load tomorrow though, so we'll make it. It'll be all right. That burner is still awfully impressive. Moves a lot of air and a lot of heat. Pretty bright tonight too, but my phone won't focus on that. Alright guys, I'm going home to watch a basketball game. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I've gotten a few more subscribers, but 90% of my channel views are still not subscribers, so hit that button. Come on. Like the video, leave me comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, go check out Anna's page, videos, blog, national convention stuff. Link is in the description below. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Go green.